better, and no better time to do that than this afternoon.
Yeah, it's a crossing that place, just come out and do a little bit of warm-up. Obviously can't mention one of the changes, but certainly two changes from Craig Elliott starting running on Tuesday. It'd be interesting to see how Mitch Rhodes comes back in. I was not too impressed with him at Gloucester, so it'll be interesting to see how he does this afternoon.
Yeah, I think obviously he decided to go out without a sitting midfielder at Clyde Spartans on Tuesday night, given their league position, and with all respect to them, he thought he could go out and get several goals, and it really nearly came off with the amount of chances that Pilgrim's created. Obviously, he's back in today. You give Chester the respect that they deserve. They're obviously a big team at this level, a promotion contender. I'm sure he'll be needed in that role. I did think Tom Platt was close to starting, but I think the manager's just going to be careful with him. The fact he's not played football for over a month now, so I don't think he wants to rush him straight back in, and particularly in a game today, which you would imagine is one of your toughest tests.
Yeah, exactly. He said Tom Platt obviously had training, but he feels a bit sore from the training, so we just protect him a little bit. Maybe long term, that's probably a good thing for Tom Platt.
Yeah, a lot of games coming up. You've got Mitch Rose here, player of massive experience, good quality. Tom Platt's coming in the near future.
In terms of Tuesday night, was it a good performance? I know the result was good, but was it a good performance?
First half, it counted 13 noteworthy chances, which is incredible away from home. The only problem was we didn't stick one away. And then the second half, finally got the goal, 7-3. Chances really started to dry up. Last 5 minutes, so you're not hanging on, but wary that one mistake could possibly turn points, as we saw against Clydesdale at the North Dome in October. But thankfully it didn't come to pass this time, and over the line. Some say at Blythe, but it's worth one goal or six.
Yeah, obviously the Galaxy game we did together, the Gloucester game we did together. Is it a little bit of a worry about taking their chances, so being more clinical from this side?
Absolutely, yeah. I think that is what is required. A team of vast quality, some great football at times, but one thing you could level at them over the last few games is they've not scored enough goals.
Yeah, we're just about to get underway here. Opening quadrant, Chester will kick us off in this game. The referee blows his whistle, off we go. And it's back to Graham, the centre half of Chester, who pumps it forward. That's a good first header from Mitch Rose. Back into the starting 11 today. It's gone out for a throw-in over the far side. So like I say, very quickly starting 11. Russ Fitzsimmons in goal for Boston. Matt Tootle, Scott Garner, Luke Shields, and Scott Dutchby in the back four. Andy Thanodge, Mitch Rose and Paul Green in midfield, and up front Jordan Thulis, Jordan Burrow and Terry Hawkridge. That's your starting 11 for the Pilgrims this afternoon. I'm just waiting for as the rain just comes down a little bit, just over the throw. Just goes over the halfway line. Scott Dutchby tries to play that forward. It's intercepted on the number 4. Declan Weeks, but that's a good tackle coming in from Mitch Rose, and another throw in to Chester.
I think we're actually underway about 3 minutes early. It
took me by surprise, actually. I looked up and we were about to kick off.
The referee obviously fancies getting home a bit earlier, but underway ahead of 3 o'clock. So there's a first for the new community stadium.
It's an experienced Chester side. So Craig Elliott says, and one of his things, one of the favourites to push for promotion. So it's going to be an intriguing afternoon. It's just a little bit of midfield tussle there. Luke Shields just pumps it forward. Jordan Burrow can't quite challenge the big number 5. Livesey. Mitch Rose just clatters into, I think it's Morgan who's the number 7 for Chester, but nothing given. It was a bit of a loose one from Mitch Rose, and he was a little bit sloppy, I thought, against Gloucester in his possession. You can see, Craig Simmons made a good point, Craig, there about you thinking he just can walk into this level and play thinks he played as he normally does. Well, you have to have the attitude to go with it. And there's a lot of league players that drop down into this level and then get surprised, isn't there, Craig?
Well, we saw it 2 or 3 years ago without naming any names, a trio of players that had played higher in the county, should we say, and they just weren't suited to it, unfortunately. It was the quality was undoubtedly there, but it just didn't work. I wouldn't say it was a lack of effort, but sometimes you have to have a little bit more than the ability, don't you, and have the whole package at this level.
Yeah, you do. It's just a go forward there, and it's a good block. Danny Elliott, the danger man for Chester City, he scored 6 goals. And Craig Elliott said in his post-match interview, the transition from Chester in terms of getting the ball to him quickly is something they're going to have to be aware of. But Luke Shields just using his experience, just blocked the run for Danny Elliott, and it's gone straight through to Ross Fitzsimmons. So nothing really happening in the game. 5 minutes in, nothing really happening. A lot of possession changes, as you expect at this level sometimes. And that's Grand again, just taking off Andy Thanodge. There's a clearance. Mitch Rose will pick this up in midfield. Andy Thanodge spins away from Grand again. Andy Thanodge just doing a little bit of trickery on the ball. And it just runs out of room, really. And that should be a bit Boston's throw, and it is. Scruffy to start the game, Craig.
Yeah, just sort of thinking what's happened. It's not really a lot to write home about either way yet, is there? It's neither team really got into their rhythm.
Andy Thanodge now clip that into Jordan Barrett. Oh, it's only about a yard over the top of his head. A great ball from Andy Thanodge. Just turned out from the throw-in, just clipped it into Jordan Barrett, and he got in between the two centre halves and was unlucky not to get on the end of that.
Thought it was going to drop right on his head, but just skipped on in front of him and flew out for a Chester goal kick, and first real chance for Thanodge to show his quality in and around the box.
Yeah, Mitch Rose and Paul Green are holding midfielders. Looks like Andy Thanodge will go and join the front three as quickly as he can. And it's good to see Tom Platt on the bench as well, I have to say. People will kick long. Luke Shields will come and get that. No, Paul Green takes charge of that into Jordan Barrett. He'll lay that off to Terry Hawkridge. And it's just clipped down the line, and there's Andy Thanodge making that run. He delivers early into the near post. There's Jordan Barrett. Oh, what a fantastic save from the Chester goalkeeper there. Nearly first goal. Andy Thanodge again breaking from midfield. And it's a good save by the Chester goalkeeper, Louis Gray. And he saved it with his feet. A great early cross from Andy Thanodge and a great run across the near post from Jordan Barrow, and that was nearly Jordan's 4th for the season, I believe.
Yeah, he's got 3. Him and Jordan Thewlis and Scott Garner have all got 3 each, and good opportunity there. It was whipped in by Thanodge to the near post, and like you say, Burrow got across his man. And Louis Gray made a good save with his legs.
Yeah, it was an important save as well, because although the right back was coming round, Kevin Roberts for Chester, he wouldn't have stopped that, I don't think. It was goal bound, and it basically hit the right shin of Gray, and Chester's goal, and it went away. So again, just a little bit of midfield exchange of passes, which Rose does well. The referee will give a free kick. It's a soft one, really. But Paddy Lacey, an experienced campaigner for Chester.
Noticeable
that
Chester have also changed their shape today. Paddy Lacey's actually come into the team, so rather than playing the 2 strikers as they did at home on Tuesday night, I think they've shown some respect as well, and just tweaked it, put a 3rd man into midfield and pushed the wide men on a little bit more of a 4-3-3 today. So both sides are very keen to pay each other compliments, really, with their team selections.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you said, Craig, Chester have adjusted their shape. Oh, it's a good little layoff from Chester. It's gone down the right-hand side now. And number 7 will get onto the edge of the box and tries to play a run-through with Danny Elliott. And he just plays down here, Boston United. And still on the edge of the area. Playing nice football in and around the area of Chester. Moving the ball quickly. Boston just keeping it tight and managed to get a foot in with Duxbury. That was well played from the left back. Read that little pass on the edge of the area and was able to clear it long towards Jordan Barrow. But again, Brown picked that up. Jordan Barrow again does so much unselfish work. Makes bad balls into good balls as a centre forward. And it's a great little back heel from Thewlis, but to nowhere. But that just shows you the danger of Chester. And good break and some good interplay on the edge of the area, but ultimately came to nothing.
Yeah, Chester trying to get forward and make things happen, but United standing firm, desperate not to concede the first goal today as they did last week against Chorley with those 2 quick-fire penalties. Real chance today to get that first home win, and I'm sure Craig Elliott's team will not want to pass up that opportunity again.
Yeah, I just think the first goal is quite important here, I think, isn't it? Think about the result. last Saturday here against Chorley, as Duxbury falls over, loses his footing. It has rained quite heavily since kick-off. You can hear it on the roof of the new ground. Scott Garner in the way of that 3 ball. There's loads of space here for Danny Elliott. He's going to feed number 11, Burgess, who's going to play along the box. And there's the opening goal, apart from a fantastic save from Ross Fitzsimmons. That was an absolute classic counter-attack from Chester, and they should be scoring. Danny Elliott played it into Burgess, and he just fed it in that horrible corridor before the back four from Fitzsimmons. And it was Johnson coming in at the far post. For all the supporters, I was just waiting for the net to ripple. Craig, and Fitzsimmons this time, as at the other end, saves with his feet.
Well, I initially looked for the flag, thinking everyone had nearly stopped, thinking it was offside, and then, like you said, the first goal, you expect the net to ripple, don't you? But was it Fitzsimmons that took
Fitzsimmons? Yeah,
I was going to say.
I think it was again his right foot, same with
Garner was
right at the other end.
Garner was sliding in, but great goalkeeping from United number 1 there, and he claims the corner now. So an early let off for the Pilgrims.
Well, that's one chance each. Gray making a great save from Jordan Burrows' near post run and shot, and then Fitzsimmons with an equally good big right foot to stop Johnson opening and scoring for Chester. So still 0-0 here. About 12 minutes into this game. A fairly equal start, and that just proves with the chances as well. As Jordan Burrow tries to pin the centre half, but he does work. Brian then again gets above Jordan Burrow. Mitch Rose tries to win it, but he doesn't. It comes to number 4 for Chester, and again there's Johnson playing into. They look very dangerous on the break. The transition in terms of getting the ball forward quickly, playing between the lines is fantastic from Chester. Just what Craig Elliott was saying, they get the ball up very, very quickly to their front players. Chester come in again. Oh, that's a dive. That's an out of the dive from the number 3 for Chester. That was appalling, to be honest. He should be booked for that for me. But anyway, play carries on. During through this twist inside out. He's going to get into the air. Oh, he's a bit unlucky. If that touch had been out of his feet, it would have been a here comes Chester again. This game's gone from end to end in the last 5 minutes. The players will be feeling this because it's literally sprinting 60 yards one way and then 60 yards the other. As Luke Shields has to deal with that and does. Terry Hawkins with a great little touch to Tutu. And they're all having a breather. Nobody showing for Tutu, but he manages to put the pressure on and ball forwards to Terry Hawkins. End-to-end stuff, Craig.
Yeah, like you say, one big chance each. Both keepers have been required to make one big save each. One from Jordan Boyle, one from John Johnston. And apart from that, it is very open, isn't it? It's one team attack, then the other.
It's a great ball from Mitch Rose, but a great tackle from Lacey. He's a holding midfield player for Chester on Andy Fanage. And then there's that little triangle, little diamond they're trying to play, Chester. Again, I've just had 2 or 3 attacks, Chester, where you think they look dangerous. There's a long ball, and that's awkward. Jimmy's flagged offside by the linesman. But no, open game so far. I thought it might be a little bit cagey with the 2 systems that both teams are employing, but certainly Chester look lively going forward.
Yeah, I think they've come here with real intent to get the result. They're 4th or 5th at the moment. They've had a good start. Played 3 more games than the Pilgrims. I think they're 3 points better off. But like you said, they're going to be one of those teams that will be, if not in the playoffs, very close to it. So, big challenge for the Pilgrims this afternoon.
As Gray will kick long, Luke Shields and Danny Elliott will challenge that. Luke Shields comes off the winner that time. It's just trying to build up play. Mitch Rose gives a free kick away against the number 4. Declan Weeks, who's been prominent in the midfield for Chester already. So, free kick. Midway between the 18-yard box and halfway line in Boston's half for Chester, so a chance to deliver into the penalty area. It's Paul Green trying to organise. Luke Shields will try and hold a high line, I'm sure, here. It's going to be taken by the number 8. George Glendon. He's right-footed. And he's bent in with a little bit of shape. And the left side flag now goes up from the assistant referee over that far side, and that'll be a Boston United free kick.
Yeah, Glendon delivering from out here on the Chester left, but the flag pretty much went straight up, didn't it? And Chester flagged offside, so pretty even sort of first 13 minutes here, and like I say, one big save from either goalkeeper. So apart from that, no real chances of note.
Yeah, I think Chester just nothing's going on if Simmons is just about to take the free kick, but yeah, just Chester just look a little bit lively in the counter attack and in transition from getting the ball back off Boston and going forward. It's a great flick on from Terry Hawkridge. Oh, it's just going to run through to Gray. I thought the grand centre half was going to just be a little bit hesitant than he was, but the keeper came out to grab it at the nick of time, moving forward from Grant. Luke Shields just gets underneath it, we'll have to hook that clear. Then his initial header, he does, and Nathaniel just brings it down nicely in midfield to Duxbury, back to Garner. Rolls it down the side to Jordan Thulis. Well marshalled by Johnson, the right back for Chester, and Chester have a throw in. It's just Chester just beginning to get on top a little bit here. This first half. Still 0-0, 14 minutes in. As Mark Cohen and Craig Singleton, BBC Radio Lincolnshire. Coventry coming from the quadrant. Very impressive new home for Boston United. It's Chester played a little triangles again, try and get around the ring, but Terry Hawkridge will deal with that. And Diller's on the ball, and he's lucky to get away with that for me, Terry Hawkridge. Just hesitated. His first touch was good, just hesitated and nearly got it punched off him.
Yeah, just the other day on the edge of the box, and Jamie Morgan looked like he'd nicked the ball away, but the referee perhaps kindly gave him the benefit of the doubt, and United win a free kick right on the edge of their own area.
Fitzsimmons will take that long. John Bowen and Grant are going to be tussling all day long. It's going to be an absolute tussle between the two centre halves. It's a great header from Mitch Rose, by the way. It's coming out to Terry Hawkridge, right in this far corner in front of us. And we deliver and try and work across them short. There again it comes. Jordan Bowen meets it, but that's a great header from the centre half. It's a fantastic header from the centre half. As Jordan Bowen's putting immense pressure. That's going to be an intriguing battle of the afternoon. Jordan Bowen, the two centre halves.
Yeah, Livesey there in the nick of time. Boyer was coming on to head that, but two really experienced centre halves for both teams. But Chester's obviously enjoyed a lot of joy over the years at this level with the likes of Chester and Salford. So Simon Granders seems to have been around forever. I'm not sure what age he is now. He must be getting on towards mid to late 30s, but a real competitor alongside Danny Livesey at the back.
Yeah, just an intriguing battle, like you say. The two managers for Chester, and the two managers that took Salford through the leagues, obviously backed financially by the Manchester United players, but certainly they know what it takes to win football matches at this level. And they've certainly got a solid foundation with the two centre halves there. So, like I say, Jordan Barrett, I'm sure we'll relish it. It's just whether they can get the better of them. It's pretty even at the moment. So nothing, not missing anything. It's great. It will take the long goal kick, free kick, for Chester. Headed clear by Scott Garner. And that's a throw in, about 10 yards inside Boston United's half. Still warming up. One chance each. And keepers equal to them chances. Let's keep the scoreline at this 0-0. Chester in possession. It's Weeks again. That's the first time he's given it a slipper away, and then he hoofs it into the air. People are going to have to challenge with that. And it's number 10 for Chester. Lacey challenging Andy Thanos and just heads it straight out of play. A little bit scruffy again. We had a 5-minute period where it was a decent bit of play from both teams, but it's got a little bit scruffy now. Possession changing hands. So Shields into 2-2. Shields heads it forward. John Barrow wins that one as a clash of heads, but it's picked up by Paul Green. Paul Green needs to try and maybe get it back to Duxbury does, and Jordan Barrett will chase it, and Jordan Thulis goes down, and the linesman's flag has gone up for offside anyway. But Jordan Barrett again, he's feeling his head now. I don't know if there's a cut, but certainly I think it's
Yeah, it was a
Right, is it Leeds is down there?
Danny Livesey and Jordan Burrow.
Jordan Barnes, clash of heads.
They both seem to be okay, don't they?
Yeah,
But,
both rubbing their heads.
Thinking Pulis might get brought down for a penalty, but the offside flag was already up, wasn't it? So never anything doing, no decision for the referee to make, really.
Yeah. Like I say, an ongoing tussle, that will be. Jordan Barrett and two centre halves. That's the first clash of heads. There may be more. As this game goes on, I'm sure. It looks like all three of those are going to compete this afternoon. Scott Garner goes up and loses the head up. Luke Shields is a bit flat-footed. He's come to the edge of the area. Duxbury does really well just to throw it back, but it's picked up by Weeks. Yeah, that's a poor ball from him. He's tried to feed the runner in behind Boston's defence, but nobody read it. Fitzsimmons was able to pick it up until Hawkridge will complete the clearance. Thanos will chase that because he hadn't gone into the area. Gray had to clear it. Tutu with a good header. It's picked up by Lacey, and that's a poor ball. Jordan Thulis just tucking back into his defensive shape, picks the ball up, and Mitch Rose will be able to, in the centre circle, be able to pick a few passes maybe. Oh, that's a poor layoff from Terry Hawkridge. Danny Elliott's onto that, and they got away with that. Luke Shields manages to get a foot in Craig Bird, but Danny Elliott looked to go round Luke Shields, and thankfully he played it at Luke Shields rather than around him.
Yeah, Hawkridge dropping into his own half, but he's surrendered possession as Mitch Rose has done there now. So too many simple balls going astray for the Pilgrims.
Well, Mitch Rose has tried that 3 times now, that pass. It came off the first time. The next 2 times he's tried it, there's a little ball into Terry Hawkridge on the angle. Chester have read it. So Mitch Rose will just have to adjust his radar in terms of his passing, because Chester are wise to that one. And he went around to do that again. So just playing around at the back now, and Gray will clear that one after his pass back from Newsy. That's a fantastic header from Duxbury. I thought that should have been a free kick. I think Danny Elliott knows exactly what he's doing there, aka Harry Kane. He just lent his body into the defender that was running forward. For me, that's dangerous play. He's got no attempt to play the ball. He knows exactly what he's doing. Just puts his body there. And that's dangerous play for me. I don't think referees will give free kicks for that, but I just think Danny Elliott knows exactly what he's doing there.
I didn't actually see it, but it does look like Duxbury's hurt himself, doesn't it? So
I mean, he flew over the top of Elliott. It just made a kind of a back for him to go over the top, and that certainly would have wounded him, at least I would have thought. Yes. Duxbury's down. Just checking his neck, maybe. Yeah, that's not looking good for Duxbury. So Craig Singleton's have to go and do something. Not sure what he's doing. So you're left with me. He's not over it. We've had. I'll just check my clock. We've had about 15 minutes of this first half. Duxbury still down. Like I say, Danny Elliott knew what he was doing there. He was never going to make the ball. He saw Elliott, saw Duxbury coming through him, and just made a little bit of a back for him. But thankfully, Duxbury's sitting up now. It looks like he's able to continue. Danny Elliott's just going to go and check on him. And they kind of touch hands. So it looks like no harm done. Like I say, 15 minutes gone in, 1 chance each. Both keepers up to them chances. Chester, dare I say, just edging it for me in terms of possession, looking more lively. The midfield through are working slightly better than Boston's midfield at the moment. So we're back underway. Duxbury's okay to carry on. So a little bit forward from Chester. Luke Shields and Danny Elliott challenge that. And Mitch Rose has come away with it again. Now, can he pick a pass this time? Mitch Rose is going to go in behind. Again, it's a poor ball, I have to say, from Mitch Rose. But now it's into Hawkridge, and he again tries to play through the Chester player rather than around him. Mitch Rose plays short to Andy Thanos, who bounces it back to Luke Shields, back across the area to Scott Garner. Jim McDermott is barking orders at his team. Consistent. He probably won't be happy with the passing, but I should say. I've given it away far too easy. Mitch Rose just plays it short, safe side to Terry Hawkridge. That's a poor ball into Paul Green from Mitch Rose again. don't let the ball bounce. Oh, he's got away with that with his ropes. Danny Elliott was closing him down. Oh, Scott Garner does well, just a duck inside. And that's not a bad ball out to Jordan Thewlis. First time he can run at Johnson. Cuts inside. And it's 1 or 2 tackles on Jordan Thewlis, sorry. It's a better ball from Andy Thanodge, Andy Smart, and then Paul Green makes a great third-man run to the edge of the box. It's clipped to the far post. Where is everybody there? Jordan Thewlis will pick that ball up. That's a great ball from Paul Green. Jordan Thewlis cutting inside the area. Can he set Andy Thanodge up? He can. It's a shot. It's a good save from Gray, low down to his right. Andy Thanodge from 20 yards. First-time effort. And that's a little bit better from Boston United, Craig Singleton.
Yeah, good chance there for Thanodge. Thewlis did the hard work retrieving Green's deep ball to the back post, and Thanodge forcing Lewis Gray into a decent save. Just worth saying that we are aware that there are 1 or 2 issues with streaming today, which we've not had, touch wood, in our home games.
Oh, that's what you wandered off to.
Yeah, I was just going to see the technical guys and see what they're up to, but they're working on it now. They're just trying to get it sorted out. So we apologise for that, but we've not one of the problems I expected today, because it's been pretty good so far, I think.
Oh, okay.
Not really sure what's going on, but it is.
Well, we'll try and keep you up to date with commentary as much as we can. I hope it doesn't spoil your enjoyment too much so you can't see live pictures. But we'll try and keep you up to date as much as we can whilst they're trying to fix them technical issues. You've not missed anything. A long ball from Terry Hawkridge ran out of play. That Tutu couldn't get it. So it's a goal kick to Chester. And Gray's looking at him to play, but he's going to squeeze his team up as the number 8. Glendon looks to try and get it, but Gray's decided, no, you're not having that. Good shot. Then squeeze in midfield, and then we'll kick it long. So, Gray with a long kick, goal kick for Chester. High into the air, which rose underneath it, but Paul Green beats him to it. Horrible ball for shoots a deal, but he deals with it well, and there's that Lacey into Glendon and sets Johnson on his way. It's good movement again. They release players quickly to Chester, and that's it's a shot from Johnson just over the top of the bar. But again, transition's really good. Craig didn't mention the transition. What I mean by that is getting the ball forward, so when they win possession, 1 or 2 very quick passes to release your runners, and that's exactly what we saw there. Johnson being released by Glendon in behind Scott Garner, and cuts inside him and shoots just over. So again, both teams created chances, but not really testing the goalkeepers too much.
Yeah, it's probably two good chances each now, isn't it? The Burrow and Thanodge effort saved by Gray, and then Ross Fitzsimmons, who's just booted that straight out, made a good save from Johnson, and Johnson there cutting it onto his left foot and bending an effort just too high.
Yeah, just to try and play triangles again. It's Lacey in that holding midfield play. There's a midfield battle, and Thanos loses out to Weeks, and Scott Garner steps across well from centre half, just steps into midfield, and Duxbury does well from left back. Chest out, he's going to go over the halfway line now, he's going to test. And that's a fantastic challenge for both players. And as he comes across and can tackle Stokes Duxbury, and now it's Johnson taking it forward, takes it past Scott Garner, he's going to cross it. Garner does really well. Scott Garner's done brilliantly there to recover, to hold him up. Back into Lacey, he's come back into Johnson, it's across the area. Oh, that's a fantastic save from Fitzsimmons. That was the save of the game so far. Below one-handed save to his left. Luke Shields and Danny Elliott got to the ball, but it ricocheted, and I think it was a number 11 Burgess in front of Tutu, and that's a fantastic save, Craig Elliott, from Ross Fitzsimmons.
Yeah, Boris just getting in there, arrowing an effort towards the bottom corner, and Fitzsimons has pulled off a brilliant save just a second or two after a Chester appeal for a penalty. They wanted a handball, but the shot came in, and the United keeper made, like you say, the save of the game so far. Although his first save of his leg was
pretty good,
wasn't it? So
yeah, it was. Made himself big when he came out.
Both keepers now made 2 saves, and they're the main reason it's goalless.
Yeah, Chester, when they do go forward and they break quickly on the counter attack, they look dangerous. So nothing in this game. Neil, Mark Hunt, Craig Singleton, Lucy Ray Lincolnshire, Coventry, and they were having problems with the iFollow. 21 minutes into this first half, pretty even Steven so far in this game. So Chester just looking more the threat as they go forward. Scott Garner will clear that right-footed high up. Jordan Barrett trying to chest it, but he's got nowhere near it. Nobody anywhere near him. He tries to chest it, but it was Chester's midfield that regained possession, and he's back now with London trying to ball from the back. Well, Luke Shields does brilliantly. Just gives it to Mitch Rose, who feeds in. Jordan Thewlis with a fantastic ball. Trying to get, he's going to take on Weeks here, lose it, and it's come to Paul Green. It's missed by Terry Hawkridge, delivers it. Oh, it's a fantastic heady clearance from the right back. Kevin Roberts, who had drifted across. Hawkridge's shot was going in, and it's Roberts with a heady clearance. And a good play from Jordan Thewlis, a good ball from Mitch Rose to release Jordan Thewlis. He cut back inside, went back on the outside of Vardy, the centre half, put the great cross. Paul Green missed it, and it was Terry Hawkridge to get a shot on target. Sammy Thanks does well just to get away from his marker from the throw in. This comes to Scott Garner. It's going to be delivered into the box. Jordan Barrett challenging for it. It's going to again come to Terry Hawkridge. Just can't get it out of his feet. It comes to Tutul. Oh, that's a great little ball into the box. Jordan Barrett had made the run towards him. If he'd have made the run the opposite way and gone behind Leedsy, he would have had a header on goal. But again, the game just sparks into life, doesn't it, Craig?
Yeah, from nowhere really. It's little passages of not much, and then suddenly there's an attack. It was Johnson a minute ago for Chester. Hawkridge on that occasion. He was going well down the left to get the ball across. Terry Hawkridge taking a touch and blasting goalwards, but Kevin Roberts came from nowhere with a fantastic headed block.
Scott Garner on the ball, got it from Simmons. There's not a lot of movement in front of him. He's going to have to go long. Terry Hawkridge on the bounce, may well. It's not a bad ball from Scott Garner, to be honest. He had no options but to stick it in behind, and that's exactly what he's done. And he's forced Morgan, the left back for Chester, just to hook it out, play through a throwing right in front of us, with the 18-yard box. And Tutu will take this, feet him back. Hawkridge trying to play it back to Tutu. It's a little bit tight, so Hawkridge will come out and start again. And Shields will put Garner in possession, and it's clipped in behind, and that's another great ball. And Tutu just can't get to that. It runs out of play. The big closing down from Chester there. Didn't give Scott Garner a chance to really get his head up, so all he could do was put it in behind, and hopelessly goes out for a goal kick.
Yeah, ball just too long for Tootle, wasn't it? But decent last 5 minutes or so for the Pilgrims. They've come back into it again after that Johnson chance at the other end. And, on the balance, it's hard to believe, nearly half an hour in, that we haven't got a goal.
No. Both goalkeepers seem to be in form. A little bit of lack of quality at times in and around the penalty area. Simmons remain 0-0. And Mark Home, Greg Singleton, BBC Radio, Lincolnshire live commentary. Luke Shields does brilliantly against Elliott. Jordan Thewlis just needs to move the ball quicker. When it's stuck under his foot, Terry Hawkridge will close that down. And it's a poor clearance from Johnson, but a great play from the 11. He tries to clip it into Elliott, and Scott Garner and Luke Shields doing very well with Danny Elliott at the moment, keeping him quiet.
Yeah, Danny Elliott offers something a bit different. They're used to the big centre forwards, aren't they? Big physical centre forwards at this level. But Danny Elliott's got a bit of pace, a bit of movement, plays on the shoulder. But, they've done pretty well so far, haven't they?
Yeah, they've covered each other quite well, haven't they? Scott Garner and Luke Shields. Danny Elliott's just kind of put himself in between them and tries to play off his shoulder. And the line between the pair of them doesn't go up against one or the other. Like I say now, even now he's sat in between them. So again, it's just communication between Scott Garner and Luke Shields, and they have been a very solid base for Boston since the start of the season, I have to say. Is that right? And conceding one goal away from home?
No, two.
Well, two are fouled.
Two are fouled, both in the space of 10 minutes. But yeah, all the other games have been nil away from home, including at Gloucester, free scoring Gloucester, who are top of the league. So yeah, they defend for the Lions at times and do it really well.
And it's come to nothing. Jordan Bowler with a fantastic header, which he placed straight in between the centre of the goal, but no midfield runner from Boston United. At the end of that, Scott Garner was going to do a diving header. I think Fitzsimmons got a really good shout that he will run through, and that's exactly what's happened. So Fitzsimmons gives it to Scott Garner, back to Annie Fowles in midfield. Luke Shields will go back to Fitzsimmons. It's Chester push up to try and win the ball back high up the pitch. It's come to Fitzsimmons, will go long. Jordan Barrett. This time heads it the wrong way for Jordan Phillips, but that's a poor ball from the right back Chester. Roberts, which Wells has to be careful in this, doesn't lose position. Because it's at Stuxbury. As a manager for Chester is barking orders from the Jordan Phillips. It's just gone too early. He would have been offside, but the ball from Mitch Rose again over hit. He's just been a little bit, what's the word? His radar's off, shall we say, with Mitch Rose with his passing at the moment.
Trying to be a little bit flamboyant perhaps at times, whereas a lot of balls in the last few minutes have gone into this corner just in front of us, haven't they? They've not found their intended targets. Garner's sent a couple forward, Mitch Rose a couple, but the idea's right, but the execution hasn't quite come off just yet.
I mean, they're doing this Tom Platt. I mean, Tom's brilliant on the defensive side of the game, but I just think he plays so easy when he's in there. He doesn't try and overplay, he doesn't try and be that playmaker, he just gives it to players that are better than him in terms of creating chances. He's such a vital cog for this Boston United team. Like I say, it's great to see him on the bench today.
I think he was close to starting, but like you say, Craig just picked up in his interview that he felt a little bit tight after training on Thursday. Didn't want to risk him unnecessarily. And when you've got,
and I can vouch for that, having played veterans football on Wednesday night for the first time in 8 months.
Would you have been fit for today?
No, I definitely wouldn't have been. Not missing anything. Tuchel just tries to get the ball to Hawkridge and back and just to get possession now. And here they go. The transition again is fantastic. Ball straight through the middle. And Glendon was nearly onto that, so that's a midfield run-up, making a 40-yard run to try and get on Weeks' through ball. Again, Chester look very dangerous when they get possession of it. Again, like transition, talk about this transition, it's moving the ball quickly forward once you get possession of it, and that's what Chester are trying to do. They're trying to just move players very quickly. Again, Jordan Barrow wins another flick on, but no run up. And the ball ricochets around, and Danny Elliott will be able to keep that hold of Chester. It's come to Burgess. Mitch Rose just has a poor touch, and Luke Shields is able to clear it. But Jordan Barrow's won 3 headers on the spin now, and there's been no runner behind him, which is a little bit of a shame for Boston.
That's the problem, isn't it? He'll get demoralised with that if he keeps winning them, and against 2 giants at the back, and there's nobody there to take advantage.
Well, like he doesn't mind, does he?
No, he
doesn't mind. Just the next ball comes up, I'll do exactly the same again. And hopefully Jordan Phillips or Terry Hawkins can join in. That's it. Lacey plays it back to Livesey, who then tries to play it down the line from Roberts to Johnson, but he won't get that. The ball's come back to Fitzsimmons, who plays a nice little cheeky reverse ball back to Duxbury, who had given it initially. Duxbury will bring the ball forward, tries a big left to right swing, and that's a great ball to find Terry Hawkridge. Lucky touch to Tuchel. Tuchel will give it back to Hawkridge, back to Tuchel, trying to work an opening here. A little bit of movement now from Paul Green. Plays the kicks in behind. That's not a bad ball from Mitch Rose, that one. And Jordan Barrett will just try and get something out of ground, but can't. That's a good play from the centre half for Chester. Graham will just let the ball run out.
Yeah, Jordan Barrett searching there, looking for a corner. I don't think it was ever going to be a corner.
I think it would have been a foul, firstly. I think he pushed Graham into, trying to push him into the ball. So
screaming at the system, but correct decision. And 35 minutes in here, it's still goalless.
Yep. Good chances from both sides, but goalkeeper's up to it. Fitzsimmons with an excellent save to deny Burgess way down to his left. A fingertip save. It's probably the best chance of the game, dare I say. Jordan Barrow go up with Ozzy, and that's a foul. Elbow in the back. Jordan Barrow already taken 1 knock with a bang of heads. Now he gets an elbow in the back of the head for his pains.
Yeah, that one did look like a foul. And
yeah, it did, yeah.
Livesey knows what he's doing. He's knocked Barrow down. He's 30-odd yards from goal, so it was better to do it there from a Chester point of view than any nearer. But Thanodge now got a chance to potentially deliver into the box, and the United centre halves are forward.
Yeah, good chance to deliver into the area. no excuses with the pitch like it was at Gloucester in terms of his delivery. The artificial pitch there that isn't great, I have to say, but this looks like a really nice playing surface here at Boston's new ground, the Quadrants. So Andy Thanos with a chance to deliver it. A lot of movement from the Boston United players at the far post. It's great delivery, and that's the opening goal. It's not. It's headed wide. I was just waiting for the net to bulge.
Yeah.
Paul Green with a header. It's hit one of the Chester defenders. Bounce. I thought the net was going to ripple, and it's gone past the post.
I was following that into the net. He just got a nice little deft header on it, but Danny Livesey again came from nowhere, got the block on it. It somehow stayed out.
Yeah, great delivery from Andy Thanos. Hawkridge now takes the corner. That goes high in the air. Again off Paul Green, I think it was. And Gray's able just to jump on it. So still 0-0 here. Amazingly 0-0 really. We've had a couple of good chances either end. Like I say, Fitzsimmons with a great save from Burgess and that Paul Green header, which I just thought was just going to nestle in the corner off. Leaves his deflection. Luke Shields comes across to head back clear from Danny Elliott. So we're throwing for Chester over that far side. 0-0 here. Probably 8 or 9 minutes or so before half time. Mark Cohen and Craig Singleton brings you Radio Lincolnshire with live commentary. Hopefully the iFollow is back on stream now and you're watching live pictures of this game. An entertaining game. There are no goals. Two good sides, I have to say. Going head to head here. Chester in 5th, Boston 11th. Not a lot between the two sides on the pitch either. It could be a free kick, but not given. And it's gone out for a flying over the far side. A little bit of scruffy play for a minute or so there. And it's a Boston throw. Level with their own 18-yard box, so Scott Dutchbury will take that.
Yeah, you'd imagine both of these sides will be in the top 7, won't they? So
you would have thought so.
Both big established clubs at this level, and two good sides, like you say. Both made good starts to the season. Chester just that bit ahead because by virtue of playing 3 more games. But if United can get the victory today, they'll climb above Chester. So there's the incentive straight away.
Another great flick on from Jordan Barrow again. That's 4 in a row he's won. Jordan Fields just couldn't quite get out, and he's at Weasley again comes across from right centre half just to clear the ball to the left here. 2-2 now. 10 yards from the byline. From the goal line, sorry. Moving backwards in the line. Being 18-yard box back to Luke Shields. He always thinks that's a little bit of a poor float, but it's comes back to Scott Garner on the halfway line. You have to build slowly now. Mitch Rose going to turn it around the corner to Terry Hawkridge. A great little turn from Hawkridge. Plays it to Mitch Rose. Andy Thanos now. You have to go back to Luke Shields. You have to go into Mitch Rose. Into Andy Thanos now. Can he get his head up? Great little step over from Andy Thanos. Now he's driving. Oh, the defensive Chester, and he's so unlucky not to get Terry Hawkridge through. But great play from Andy Thanos. Just able to get his head up and advance between the lines of the midfield of Chester. Again, threatening. That's a great little ball from Mitch Rose. Fair play to him. That was a good ball to Jordan Barrow. Tries to get across the way. It's well defended from Morgan, but that's a corner to Boston United. A great little play from Boston United.
Yeah, I was just waiting for Thanos's ball to find Hawkridge, but Simon Grant stepped in from nowhere, cut it out, and then second time around, Mitch Rose got his through ball just right on this occasion to Burrow, breaking out onto the right flank here. And United have another corner, and they'll be eager for this opening goal just before half time.
Yeah, there'll be a real boost to Boston United to get the 3 points away if they can get this opening goal just before half time. It's been very even. There's a lot of to and fro. The referee just stops play. Luke Shields and Scott Garner literally now marking themselves just to try and get a run on this. Comes into the area. So a bit of a loose one from Terry Hawkridge. I'm not sure what we're seeing there. He's going to try and keep that in and does. No, he doesn't. And it's going to go out for a Boston United throw. Linesman has put his flag up. The referee didn't see it.
So it's still a United throw. It was just Hawkridge couldn't get there to keep the ball alive, could he? Yeah. United still on the attack, and it may actually have worked out better because
it wasn't going to go anywhere now, I don't think.
Just what I was going to say, the attack wasn't going anywhere, was it?
Yeah.
Chance to build again here.
So the words out your mouth there, Craig. I do apologise.
You did, no problem.
So back with Luke Shields. It's gone back to Scott Garner. Just a little Cruyff turn in the centre line. Just get away from Danny Elliott, and he's back with Scott Dutchbury. Now Mitch Rose. Can he find another penetrating pass. No, just gives it square to Hawkridge. He's dropped in. Hawkridge drifts inside. Going to play off the front man, Jordan Barrett. And he's a bit unlucky, Jordan Barrett. He's come from an offside position. It's a high line from Chester, a good line from Chester. Jordan Barrett ducked behind the centre arse and then came back in front of him. Linesman spotted it. He's just explaining that he's come back from an offside position to get the little flick round the corner. So it's come to nothing again. Still 0-0. BBC Radio Lincolnshire, Mark Hone and Craig Singleton. We've got probably 2 or 3 minutes, dare I say, till half time. Fairly even game.
Yeah, 43rd minute, 2.5 to go. So still goalless, but not for a lack of effort.
No.
Either side have probably both had 3-4 really presentable chances each. So been a good game for any neutrals that may be watching on.
Yeah, it's been an entertaining game. You know, it's physical as well, but there's also some very good play and link-up players. As Chester come forward again with Burgess, he tries to play Danny Elliott in behind and can't. Mitch Rose takes it away. But Paul Green will come onto that, plays it into Andy Fanodge. Can he work a pass out? Oh, Andy Fanodge, that's a fantastic ball into Paul Green. Jordan Thulis has made a little run inside of him. And just Jordan Thulis just doesn't move the ball quickly enough for me. And that's the one bit from Jordan Thulis that frustrates me with him.
That was a fantastic break, wasn't it? Fanodge and Green linking up.
We have 2 people to the pitch, that's why.
That's twice with this multi-ball system that two has gone to take a throw in and it's already been taken 10 yards behind him.
No, it's come through. Fortunately for Terry Hawkridge, flips it to the far post. Roberts, the right back, does brilliantly. Stood his ground, didn't get sucked in by Andy Fanodge and just was able to head it clear at the far post. Rose would. A ball that I don't think he's ever going to be on. There's not enough space in behind the Chester defence from that angle. But Jordan Thulis, I mean, he's got his head down. He's 12 yards, that's 15 yards from goal. A great little reverse ball from Paul Green. He never made his mind on what he was going to do with it.
No, that's the problem, isn't it? Caught in 1 or 2 mines and in the end did neither, did he? So, chance gone again, unfortunately.
I just find him so frustrating at times. He's the one Boss United player that frustrates me because he's undoubtedly got talent. He undoubtedly can score goals, but just occasionally his decision making, he doesn't make it early enough and make it positive enough for me. I'm being really critical here, but I obviously want Boston to get promoted, and I think Jordan Thulis could have a big part to that to play, but it just frustrates me. As Terry Hawkins takes on a great little pass. Oh, it's another fantastic save, this time from Paul Green, from the goalkeeper. The 2 goalkeepers have excelled in this first half. Terry Hawkins with a little reverse ball. Paul Green makes a little dart to the near post, 8 yards out, turns it goalwards. It took a deflection off the defender and a big left hand from Gray. Tips it away. The corner comes to nothing. Hit it out of the near post. Duxbury reverses it back. Tutu reverses back to Duxbury. Will go long. Danny Elliott, at centre forward, still stayed in there. And that's going to be a free kick of Mitch Rose. Clatters into, I can't see who's down. It might be Weeks, is it? I think it is Weeks. Clatters into Weeks. Centre midfield player.
Great chance again, wasn't it? Really, Paul Green. He thought he'd scored with a header about 5 minutes ago. Nice deft header and a little deft finish touch there, wasn't it? And Louis Gray made a fantastic save to rival the 2 that Fitzsimons has made at the other end.
Exactly. Yep, so both goalkeepers on for a minute to go before half time. I think Paul Green's shot there, I'm sure I haven't got replays, but I think he actually took a deflection and then Gray saved it, which makes it even a better save than Gray saved Fitzsimons from Burgess about 15 minutes ago, but still 0-0, literally on half time now. Entertaining game, but no goals. BBC Radio Lincolnshire with the live commentary, Mark Hone and Craig Singleton. The ball played long. Lincolnshire's wins and headed again against Danny Elliott. So Hawkridge clips it long. Risey and Jordan go in. And it's going to be a handball from Grant, and that'll be a booking because he kicks the ball away. That is a silly booking if he gets it for a centre half when you're competing against Jordan Barrow. To kick the ball away, he'll be lucky to get away with this. And if you're competing as a centre half against Jordan Barrow, and you need to be physical, he's very, very lucky for me. That's a booking.
The match observer is sat just up here, and I thought he's just going to play to the rules, and he's going to book the lad, play for his marks, but I'm surprised he's got away with that.
Yeah, he shouldn't have done. I mean, it's not like he's towed it 10 yards, he's actually whacked it diagonally. It's a great pass, about 40 yards, so I think he's been very lucky there. The centre half going for Chester. So free kick, Andy Thanos will take it. You get movement, Scott Garner, Luke Shields. They'll come up from the back for Boston United. John Fieldsmith a little run off the ball, will go in there, and there he is. It's a great delivery. That's a fantastic order from Raji, I think it was. A little bit of a miss kick from Chester, and there it is. 0-0 half time to the game. But both goalkeepers have to say, probably man of the matches at the moment. Both ends, Fitzsimmons with 2 great saves, and I think Graysmith equalled it with 2 equally good saves. Probably the save of the game coming from right at half time, and Paul Green's deflected shot.
Yeah, I think you're right. The saves have got progressively better, haven't they? And that one, just from Paul Green at the end of the half, was the pick of the bunch. And you could say United are unfortunate not to be leading, but then you flip that round, and Chester have had 2 or 3 glorious chances as well. So
yeah, you just cross over when you are.
It's probably not too strange that it is level at the moment, but you'd expect it to be 1-1 or 2-2, wouldn't you, given the amount of good quality chances there have been.
Yeah, Chester look dangerous on the counter attack, don't they? But they transition and get the ball forward very, very quickly, and Boston just need to make sure that they don't get caught in the counter attack here. I think they built up a bit of steam in the last 20 minutes, Boston United. They've probably edged it, but that's that counter attack threat from Chester, isn't it?
It is, yeah. They've I suspect they would be happier with the draw today of the two sides, so they're just going to potentially sit in, and when they're as good on the counter attack as they look like they are, there's always goals there for them, aren't there? So let's see what the second half brings.
Yeah, anyway, we're going here between Boston United and Chester City. I'm going to hand back to BBC Radio Studio. Welcome back to the quadrant. We're just about to get underway in the second half here. I know there's been some technical issues, Craig, so apologies to people. My Twitter's gone mad. People complaining, to be honest, about what's going on. We're trying to rectify it.
Yep, apologies for what's happened. It's worked perfectly all season picture-wise, but hopefully the changes that have been made at half-time will ensure a much better coverage second half, and what a game we have on our hands. Obviously both teams well in this game, finally poised at 0-0, and some big saves from both goalkeepers so far.
Yeah, you see, I think long clearance from Chester down the line, and for throwing, it's back with Scott Garner. A little bit of a square ball, a bit of a risky one. Danny Elliott unable to go, so it's going to Fitzsimmons, like I say, Craig, a good half of football, no goals, but some excellent goalkeeping from both goalkeepers.
Yeah, it started off with Fitzsimons for United, didn't it, making those 2 pretty good saves, and then Louis Gray's really grown into it as well, and the save from Paul Green just before half-time was probably the pick of the bunch, and United will be feeling a bit sorry for themselves that they didn't manage to get themselves in front, given how well they had sort of a 10-minute spell towards the end of that half.
So Ryan begins to fall, Boston have the position in the bottom half. Terry Hawkins going to try and cross it, comes back out. Ricochets to Paul Green. Terry Hawkins doesn't need to get on side, yes he does. Comes to Terry Hawkins, going to have to come all the way back out to Luke Shields. Probably hit a diagonal, no, he's changed his mind. He's going to go back to Tutu. Have to play into Mitch Rose, and does. Mitch Rose 35 yards out now with Andy Thanos. Andy Thanos just twisting and turning, plays a great little ball to Hawkins, who comes and meets it on the bounce. Hawkins just drifting inside, which Rose, good bit of possession here from Boston United. Rose into Thanos, plays a great little ball to Jordan Thewlis, cuts inside, shoots, but that's good defending from Chester's defenders. Stop Jordan Thewlis getting the shot away, but good play on the edge of the box. And there's a little bit of stuff going on. I don't know what Lee's getting involved there, and just the players have just gone mad, and he's now been given a red card as Lee Stafford, the first team coach, and just pushed over the player and Lee kicked off a little bit.
I've never seen that before.
And then he's been sent off by the referee. It was nothing, isn't it? Really, was there? I mean, the Chester panel, the Boston United player, were running down the sideline, and then Lee's got involved, trying to get the ball back. Some of the players have started running towards Lee, and he's been sent off.
Yeah, straight red card for one of the coaching staff, and like I say, since you've been able to hand a card to the match official or to the benches by the match officials, I've not seen that in one of Boston's games. So there's a first.
Yep. Just Craig Elliott and Jim McDermott just standing out, just wanting to know what's the assistant linesman thinks of that, but the referee's talking to number 7 Johnston, who's got a yellow card, probably just because he was preventing Boston United getting the ball back. So, a bit of a strange incident, something out of nothing. But it's all calmed down. Both benches have kind of calmed down. So, he's taking his place in the stand to watch the remainder of the game. So, again, seeing out of nothing really. But Lee Stratford finds himself getting a red card. Yeah, balls back with Luke Shields. He'll be back into Scott Garner. Plays a great little ball into Mitch Rose. And it's a good little ball to Jordan Thewlis, who can't keep his feet. But he comes into Terry Hawkridge, plays it to Thewlis, just can't get out of his feet. They keep possession. Duxbury drifts inside. Plays a little ball, tries to feed it into Andy Fanage, but it was well cut out. And I think it was New Zealand's been very impressive. It's heart of Chester's defence. The ball's been played back in. It's come to Andy Fanage and he's in the box. Great little Cruyff turn. Oh, it's too deflected away. Andy Fanage again, a real bright spot in midfield for Boston United. Playing into a real Cruyff turn. He's hit a left-footed shot and it's been deflected by wide and away for a corner from Chester player. But again, it was bright opening from Boston United in the second half.
Yeah, good footwork there from Fanage. It didn't quite lead to anything, but he ended up the first corner of the half.
Right, corner comes in from Terry Hawkridge, and it's gone headed out, and it's now to Terry Hawkridge, left foot, ball into the box, Sean Thewlis just ducks under it. And now the car, who's been playing into it, great. Some technical issues, so I do apologise for this. I don't think you can probably hear us, but it's not been this before, so Craig Singleton says, so I do apologise. There's something wrong with the right follow. Because another station back at the UGL Imaging says all our levels are fine, so there's something not quite right with happening. Update, Craig, what's going on?
Well, people are tweeting in to tell us the picture is much better now, and that's what we're getting from our end.
So they get so
the picture's much better now.
Right.
The sound is still a little bit hit and miss, but we did actually change a cable, didn't we? So we've reverted back now, so hopefully.
Yeah. So hopefully you'll get the sound and the pictures back online.
What a day, eh? You just, with the fact it's run pretty well the first few games, you don't instantly expect problems on that front today.
No.
There's everything that can go wrong on a match day. You don't necessarily think of that one. So unfortunately, we do apologise once again. We'll see what develops. Hopefully you're watching now pretty clearly, and hopefully you can hear us again.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Won't miss anything. Keeper just went down. I think he just felt a little twinge, but he's certainly back with Gray now. Just the keeper, he kicks it long. Elliott and Shields go for it again. Shields wins it. Jordan flicks on another pass, and the ball's been played over the top. Danny Elliott was offside. I thought it was offside, but nowadays the linesman doesn't flag until the player actually either looks like he's going to touch it or has touched it. And I thought it was offside, and eventually the linesman does put his flag up. So good line from Boston United defensively. Danny Elliott just straight offside. Chester's danger man. So Fitzsimmons. Is it Fitzsimmons or Fitzsimons? How do you pronounce it?
Well, it's only one M, so I think it is Fitzsimons, but it is always tempting to say Simmons, isn't it? But yeah, Fitzsimons.
Fitzsimons. Okay. I should adjust my pronunciation. Know what he says his name is as well to find out. But anyway, notwithstanding, the ball's been played out of play. Boston's half, so they have a throw in. Tutu will take it, edge of the 18-yard box. Not a lot between these two sides. Both goalkeepers in great form here. Keeping scoring on out. It's Mark Hannon. Craig Singleton, which you know the Lincolnshire. Probably had 8 or 9 minutes of this second half. No real chances from either side. Boston have probably had the better of the play in the second half. Thales with a snapshot after a great turn from him, deflected harmlessly wide for a corner. That's about the only real shot on angle we've had in the second half. It's just to take a throw in. Tutu just dumps Chester's Burgess on the floor. Morgan does well, and that's going to be out of play, is it? No, Johnson keeps that in play. And Scott Garner just holds Danny Elliott off, shall we say. Uses his experience. Linesman wasn't going to give anything. So goes through to Fitzsimons. And it's Luke Shields now, who plays it short to Tutu. Bit of a risky ball that. It's a bit of a nothing ball from Luke Shields to his right back. Fitzsimons just takes it past Danny Elliott and clears long. And that's flicked it. If that had gone to Jordan Barrow from Andy Francis' flick, he could have just helped it on to Jordan Thewlis. Again, a great little cushion header from Jordan Barrow. That's fantastic play from the centre forward. Releases Paul Green, clips it back into Jordan Thewlis, kicks it forward. There's a chance. Oh, it's another fantastic save from Lily Gray. I think it was Andy Thanos with the header. And that's another one to add to the list of goalkeeping saves, Craig Singleton.
Great save, wasn't it? Thanos getting on the end of that with his head, and for all the money it looked like finally a goal in this game. But Louis Gray again, he's in the right place at the right time. He makes some good saves, doesn't he? And great ball from Hawkridge, good header from Thanos, but still 0-0.
Craig Elliott hoping his side can get this opening goal, which will change the shape of this game, I think. With a little clip ball in against Hawkridge. He plays it against the Chester player, and that's going to bounce in the area. Both teams go, I think that's a soft one from the referee. He's given a foul. I think it's against Paul Green. Both players going through it. Paul Green. Chester's been the guilty party there. Give a free kick away, but again, good play down the right side from Boston United.
Yeah, Hawkridge trying to get on the ball. He's dangerous, isn't he, when he gets into those areas? And United sensing this home victory, aren't they? They're really wanting it today. They need to get this home win ticked off sooner rather than later, and it would be perfect to get a goal or two second half today and get those 3 points on the board.
And Luke Shields with another commanding header at the centre of Boston United's defence. I went on for ages about, when I was first covering Boston United, about not having two solid, reliable centre halves at the club. I think Jordan Coon was probably the closest we had to it for a few seasons. Craig, would I be right in that? And obviously he went on to play for Stockport and still playing at Stockport, I believe. So yeah, Luke Shields and Scott Garner, very dependable, very solid. Well, especially Luke Shields. I really like Luke Shields at this level.
They're brilliant, aren't they? And obviously last season it started off with Luke Shields, Simon Ames, who were two fearsome competitors, and then Scott Garner came in to join them, and United certainly in a good position in that department of the pitch. They say they're not the quickest players in the world, but they're tough, big, uncompromising, experienced centre halves who do a good job 9.5 times out of 10. So you can rely on them, can't you?
Yeah, definitely. Luke Shields has been a great acquisition for me. He scores a lot of goals, important goals as well, but then so does Scott Garner. He's got 3 this season, so I'm sure those two are having a little bit of banter in the dictionary about who's going to finish top scorer out of the pair of them. It's just Chester able to work the ball back to the great. A little bit of a midfield exchange of passes. Scott Garner, Danny Elliott, dare I say, I hope he's not come on a Cater's curse, but hasn't really had a lot of change out of Garner and Shields. Garner again deals with Elliott really well, and that's a bit of a blind ball from Jordan Thewlis. With Mitch Rose will have to tidy that up when he does well. And that's a poor touch from Glendon, probably the first of the game from the central midfield player for Chester.
Thewlis played that completely blind, didn't he? But thankfully it was Mitch Rose who was tracking back and not one of the Chester strikers. So he dealt with it pretty well in the end, but not the sort of pressure you need to be inviting on yourselves playing blind balls in your own half.
Jordan Barrow and Graham, I think it was that time, challenging. And it's a free kick given to Chester. And they're just going to slow it down, slow the pace of the game down. Like I say, Boston has just been on top in the second half. It's been really down there. The managers for Chester just barking out some orders. Gray will hit that long. Scott Garner comes across and Elliott wins a great header. And can flick it out of play. Sportsman has run for a little while and it's going on Shields. Boston centre halves.
We saw that first half, didn't we? Burrow won a few of those headers, but more often than not it ran on and ran out of play, and that's exactly what happened on that occasion with Elliott. He flicked it on to nobody really, didn't he? There were no runners to profit from it, and it remains goalless as we approach the hour mark.
Yep. Craig Singleton, BBC Radio Lincolnshire, commentary, and hopefully you're able to watch it on my follow on the stream. John Barrett, the easy go again. Scott Garner just sees off Danny Elliott. Now Fitzsimmons to come, Fitzsimons to come again. That's a great flick on again from Jordan Barrett. And then he goes into the box, Jordan Barrett. On the outside, it's Fulis and it's deflected harmlessly into Gray's hands, and another break for Boston comes to nothing.
Yeah, boy, did well to flick that on for Hawkridge, and you really wanted him to face his opponent up and potentially have an effort at goal, but picked out Thewlis as the better option down the right hand side. May have been Green actually, sorry, not Thewlis. Thewlis is over this side, but Paul Green, and Paul looped harmlessly via a slight deflection into Lee Gay's arms.
Tom Platt's just been ordered down into the dressing room, into the dugout by John McDermott. I'm sure they'll try and give Tom Platt 20 minutes if they can. It's evenly poised, this game, so no, I wouldn't say it's all this. Of course, it's not all this with Tom Platt coming on, but just his fitness levels, whether he can get to the pace of the game quickly, which Fraser's done reasonably well. That's a great towing from Tutu. So he has to be careful. That's a great little reverse ball to Rose, back to Barrett. Back to Thanis. That's great first time football. Duxbury now sprinting into the area. He could have gone down and did, but he still kept his feet to the byline, and that's a great recovery challenge.
I have wondered if he'd gone down, was that?
I'm sure. Up to the fair play to Duxbury stay on his feet. I'm not sure I would have done, I have to say. I think the referee would have had some major call there if he'd gone to ground. Into nowhere really. Burrow and Grand will fight that. Grand wins it. Oh, and he's played it the wrong side, and Tutu will probably get a booking for that. He will get a booking for that. Tutu just got caught the wrong side. If the ball just ran away from him, Burgess was onto it. Tutu just had to pull him back just to stop the breakaway. He rightly will get booked for that.
Yeah, it was better to do it there, wasn't it, than when it was advanced another 20 yards or so. So, taking one for the team, as they say.
Yep, I think Burgess was...
Chester will be glad for that, because they've been under the cosh, haven't they, for the last last 4 minutes. Just a chance to settle it down. Grand's down on his haunches at the moment, just thinking, give me a couple of minutes, have a bit of respite, please. But play it short, and he nicely be looking to win this back.
The pace of the game has been really good, hasn't it? You know, both teams have... Oh, that's a bit of a soft one from the referee, I think. Terry Hawkridge found Morgan, the left back, he's played in against the board. You saw it. Brian has to step out. Oh, it hit the overlapping Morgan, sorry, and was lucky for Boston that did. Rose again, that's sloppy from him. Craig Elliott rolls away in frustration because it was very dangerous. I think a couple of changes coming. Skarner plays the ball behind Tutu. Tutu has to turn out. Oh, did a great little curve turn. Plays it short. Fitzsimmons has made a great angle for him to clear. And that's just going to go harnessing out for a throw into Chester.
Jay Rollins is coming on, so we'll see whether that means a change of shape or not. It will be interesting to see. Obviously, you want to win your home games, but does Craig Elliott really go for it? Say go 4-4-2 and sacrifice one of his midfielders, or does he think, well, actually, we're 0-0 at the moment. We need to carry on showing Chester a bit of respect, and do we go for it straight away? Do we leave it a little bit longer? I don't know. If it's not broken defensively, do you need to change?
I agree, Craig. It's a little bit of a tricky one, you know, because there's no doubt Chester carry a threat on the counter-attack. So it's whether you need to change the shape, or you keep the change, you know, you keep the shape as it is, but just change the personnel in position. So I'd imagine Joe Rollins, if he is coming on, will come in for Jordan Thewlis or Terry Hawkridge. It's Chester take a throw in. Jordan Barrow with a great defensive header. And I think that's going to go out for a throw into Chester. He's level with the 18-yard box.
And you'll be pleased to know Mr. Tom Platt is due as well.
Yep. I thought he might play some time today. So I think he's an integral part of how the system works for Craig Elliott, Tom Platt. He doesn't try and do anything flash, does he, when he's in possession of it? But he's breaking down the play is fantastic.
I imagine it's going to be Mitch Rose, because I can't imagine he's going to go with 2 sitting midfielders. So that'll be one change, and then I would hazard a guess that Joe Rollins will perhaps go with
as the ball gets flipped onto the roof for John Williams. He won't make the changes. It's Chester in the final third of Boston's half, so they'll keep that substitution. It's Burgess, that'll be handballed, so they can make their substitutions now if they want to. And now the ball's been played quickly. Tuchel just trying to wedge it in. Jordan Thulis does well to head that, but they'll come to Grant, who will clip that clear. Grant will be favourite to head that, and that's off the side of his head. And he turns around disgusted with himself. Ball goes Hamilton out of play. It's a throw into Chester on the halfway line as we make the substitutions, Craig.
Yeah, what we're 64 minutes in.
Still in it.
They're not going to make the change until we're starting to take more look to things.
Did you take feet and back and got that play for the zone? Exactly the same position.
It's definitely 10 coming off, so it's Theolis. And I'm presuming
Hawkridge. Yeah, Hawkridge coming off for Joe Rollins to take it. Tom Platt, I would suggest coming off for Mitch Rose. I can't see it being anything else than that. It is. Mitch Rose looks disappointed. He's done okay.
So yeah, 65 minutes in, Platt and Rollins for Mitch Rose and Terry Hawkridge. We talk about it all the time now, don't we? With fantastic options off the bench now to go and change again. There's still
really good squad.
Joe Leasley, Fraser Preston, Conor DeMeo sat there, so he's had regular starters.
Centre have to deal with there from McCrory. It's gone straight out. The Boston throw this time. They shouldn't have Scott Garner. It was a horrible throw from Duxbury, but Garner dealt with it. Back to Fitzsimons. Smash it low. And that's really taken off, and that's really frustrating. Jordan Thulis, I think, was offside, and that's really frustrating from the goalkeeper's kick.
You don't see that very often, do you? Offside from a goalkeeper's kick, but
just the players asking why Jordan Thulis wasn't booked for that.
Because Simon Graham wasn't in the first half, so at least he's consistent there.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly, I suppose there is that, yes, you're quite right.
And you could almost argue on that occasion that Theolis is wasting his own time because United, the onus is on them to try and find this winning goal, and he's I was just watching the run of Danny Elliott off the ball there. He knew exactly where Louis Gray was going to kick that, but thankfully it kicked on off the turf and allowed Fitzsimons to gather. But he made a great run across and took Luke Shields out of position.
Paul Green gets the second ball. Jordan Burrow will chase that in against Green. I think it is over that far side. The rain continues to fall here. Tom Platt with his first touch plays a nice little corner, but then gives it away. This is really bigging him up. And that's going to drift out of play, I would suggest. That's going to skid on the turf. Now he's kept in. Duxbury does really well. And, he's able to keep it. Oh, Duxbury just pinches it off him. Johnson. Good play from both of the players there. Yeah, good little tussle that.
It was good play. Johnson kept it in initially and gave his side a chance, but Duxbury defended it really well, didn't he? So fair play to both.
We're laughing at each other now because that was a good little play. You have it, now we'll have it.
Having a good little battle between them.
Yeah.
Two of the best at what they're doing this league. Duxbury obviously won promotion as a left back for Stockport a couple of years ago, and Johnson's always been in the thick of it for Salford and Altrincham, so two real high level performers at this level.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like I say, good battle. We had a little laugh and a smile at each other then, because I'm sure they've played against each other numerous times. And it's like that. You get that in the league sometimes when you do play against opponents quite often. I had it when I played at this level and above at non-league. It's Paul Green able to take the ball forward. Joe Orange has just made a run inside. And you can't quite get on that ball. And Paul Green, and that'll be a fair foul, Paul Green. Weeks, I think it is, maybe.
Referee played a good advantage, and Green was brought down by Glendon, but he'll had play to go on. Unfortunately, Rollins couldn't get the better of his man, and Green eventually made the foul. So free kick to Chester as we approach the midpoint of the second half. So 68 minutes in. Finely balanced, isn't it?
Yes, it is. There's not a lot in it.
Wouldn't like to predict which way this is going to go. And imagine if one team just take the lead, and the other's going to struggle to come back from it.
Nil-nil here. Broughton United in Chester City. It's Conan and Craig Singleton. Booty Weather Lincolnshire. You've got your live pictures and our commentary. Chester have a chance here. Oh, Scott Garner does well, and Twight does brilliantly the second time. Off Barrett to try and head that. Jordan Barrett gets in front of his centre halves. Puts Paul Green away, and it's cut out. On the left back. Morgan, before Joe Rollins could get it now. Joe Rollins' chance, the first chance maybe to have a run at Morgan. He'll get a throw in off the left back for Chester. You saw Craig finally poised. Both teams have played well. Boston probably edged it in the second half, but fairly even first half.
Yeah, I think United have kicked on second half. They've had the real chances of the second period, haven't they? And they'll be the ones that are perhaps disappointed not to be in the lead at the moment. But like you say, Chester, good side, carry that threat on the break, defensively strong, resolute, two centre halves are real leaders at this level, and neither team giving anything away at the moment.
Yeah, they've got two good centre halves, and both have played well, the two centre halves for Chester. I'm not sure what that was, Craig. Was that a bit of the stadium falling down? You just heard?
The PA just creaked, didn't it? So one of those days, technology-wise.
TV problems, shall we say?
Yeah, after such a good start off the pitch last week, maybe today's the day where we just take a step back.
Yeah, it'll be better if you can nick a go here and get the 3 points.
Yeah, it's be great to tick that off this afternoon, that first home victory. Not scored a goal here yet, 2 in 1 3/4 games in, so somebody's got the stage set for them to write history. First Boston United player scored in.
It's a substitution here. Jackson on for Jess. Just looked lively in the first half, but hasn't really done anything second half. So substitution made for Chester. It's Boston simply, this is a 1-goal game, isn't it? You can't see there being a hatful of goals from here on in. It would be strange, but it's a tight affair, this is. 20 minutes to go or so. Garner just hits it forward, nothing coming of that. Black in his usual position, and Fanage trying to turn away. That's a great little ball to Joe Rollins. Oh, his touch just lets him down. Right-footed touch, takes it back inside. If he had had a touch the other way, he would have had a shot there. Oh, Joe Rollins, real great ball. I think from Scott Duxbury. Again, it's that ball. Joe Rollins hitting it.
Yeah, Duxbury chipped it over the head of Morgan into the run of rock. Yeah, his touch was just loose, wasn't it? Otherwise, it would have been in.
Yeah, he touched it inside. If he'd have touched it on the outside of him, he'd have had a shot. But great play from Tutu in the central midfield area. Ball's gone long, and it's twice gone. He's tried to hit that, and can't find it. And he's Tom Platt doing what Tom Platt does, tidying it up, setting play up. Great play from Tom Platt. Comes out to Andy Fanage, goes back into the same area of the pitch, clips it, and that's going to be easy for Evans to come out. Tom Platt drifting past players, gives it tight to Duxbury. That could be a free kick, but no, it's going to go into the box. It's bouncing. It could go anywhere here. Oh, Weeks gets a big foot on it. Tootle tries to come in, and that's a great tackle. Oh, that's a great tackle from Tom Platt. Now, I think that's a great tackle. The bench have gone mad. The Chester players have gone mad. That's a great tackle for me. Chester play, I think that's dangerous. I think he slid in, both players slid in, and I think Tom Platt played the ball. Players have gone, no, I'm sure that's... He's going to get a yellow card, Tom Platt. I think he's, from where I'm sat anyway, I think he's a little bit unlucky there. He's gone low, he's taken the ball.
I don't know, I thought it probably was.
He's going to get a booking for it, which
it's
Weeks gets up.
let's talk about it with the modern era.
It's one of them tackles, isn't it? You can't do it nowadays, and it's a shame because that looked like a really good 50-50. Just a tackle that, there I saw, I made many a time, and that wouldn't have even been a free kick.
Yeah, I saw a picture on Twitter yesterday of you tackling Paul Ellender. Was that that was a red card, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah, I couldn't agree with that, and I think Paul Ellender on Twitter replied to somebody saying, what did you think of it? He said it was definitely a red card, and I totally agree with Mr. Ellender. It was a red card, one of my finest moments.
Mark Herron against Paul Ellender, but that was a fearsome battle.
Yeah, I made better tackle, shall we say. Anyway, coming forward, Boston now. Joe Williams on the outside of Morgan. When he get across him, he goes to go early, and it's great. Oh, to the edge of the 18-yard box is a fantastic place to put the ball. And then Tom Platt again, and Scott Garner puts out a big left toe and just manages to bring it under control before Danny Elliott would have been away. Jordan Burr can't get that. Tom Platt's having an influence on the game already. For me, I know he's obviously fouled for that's a free kick on Joe Rollins. But Tom Platt, I just like the way he goes about what he does. He's not fussy. He just literally breaks play up and just gives it to the nearest yellow shirt he can see.
He does. He's been missed, hasn't he? His aerial prowess in defending and attacking set pieces has been missed. So even that might play a part in these last 15 minutes or so. It would be quite appropriate, wouldn't it, if he got nodded in the winning goal in this encounter.
So we have a free kick, Andy Thunage over it. His delivery's been good this afternoon. Now Kenny put one in the money. It's bent in with pace right in a horrible area. Scott Grant should retrieve that and will. Scott looking for support. He's going to finally get it from Paul Green. He'll go wide to Tutu. So it's a Thanage, and that's across to the far post. Scott Garner tries to get something on it, comes back to Tom Platt. Tom Platt has to be careful. He was a good 50-50. Jordan Berg can't get the ball. And now Danny Elliott will chase Matt Tutu. Tutu will have to square him up and does. Holds him up. Danny Elliott drifts inside. It's a reverse ball and it's a poor ball from Danny Elliott. Tutu the man in front of us. Tutu frustrated.
On a booking against the pacey player breaking at him. Defended that really well.
Yeah, Tutu did really well. When he held him up, waited for support. I thought at one point Danny Elliott was going to run away from him, but Tutu found the legs to keep up with him. And it was good defending from the right back. Good kick from Great. Duxbury underneath it with a good header. Joe Rose with another good header. Jordan Barrett fighting. The second halves again, and Thanage picking up the second ball. Clips a great ball in if it goes over the top of Rollins, then it doesn't, but it's picked up by Jay Rollins on the edge of the area. And he's going to fire that across, so that's going to be another corner for Boston United. And I'll just bring up a bit of other scene now, Boston. Craig? Yeah, you've got a quarter hour to go.
Yes, 14 minutes, and United have another corner, and Chester bringing on Anthony Dudley, by the looks of things, so another attacking option for them. They're not holding back either, whether it'll be a light for light with Elliott, who's probably run himself into the ground, really, hasn't he? Yeah, you've been everywhere for Chester playing that lone role up front.
Yep, still 0-0, 14 minutes to go. Mark Cohen, Craig Singleton, BBC Radio Lincolnshire. And Thanage with the corner. Tom Platt, just got underneath it. Should be cleared. And it is. So Duxbury just have to make sure that goes back to Fitzsimons, and it does. Fitzsimons reverses it back to Duxbury. And the left back now will clear big left-footed. Tries to fizzle and it doesn't work out. So Tutu will have Danny Elliott to deal with, and it hits Elliott on the back, and that allows Boston to get back. Paul Green with a great challenge on the edge of the area, and Tom Platt clears. Jordan Barrow will flick that on brilliantly to Jordan Thewlis. Thewlis just needs to get that out of his feet. That was a little bit of a nasty one. There was a little bit of a tussle between Thewlis. They're still going at it. There's a little bit of a square up, and they're getting away with it at the moment. Jane Thewlis. I don't know what's going on there. The Chester players and officials are going mad at Jordan Thewlis.
He's coming over to this linesman.
Something's happened with the right back.
The referee couldn't watch that because he was playing the advantage and trying to keep an eye on play, wasn't he? So he's actually saying to the ref. Sorry, the referee was saying to his assistant, what's happened?
Robert's the right back and Jordan Thewlis. There was a bit of a melee in the centre spot. Holding, covering now. Roberts and Thewlis. It's just a bit of a melee on the halfway line, nothing in it. Both squared up to each other, but I didn't see because I was watching Jay Rawlings go into the penalty area, so I didn't quite see what.
What's your money on? Yellow card each.
Craig Elliott now getting involved with people.
And do it again, sort of thing.
Johnson, Craig Elliott having words to his own managers. Johnson now getting involved. Johnson now walking down from the touchline down to Craig Elliott. Craig won't hold back. Mitch Rose now getting involved with Morley. It's all getting a little bit heated down here. Morley pushing and shoving. Mitch Rose pushing and shoving. Craig Elliott pushing and shoving.
United are getting drawn down. How many times do you see?
It's, dare I say, this is out of absolutely nothing. It's all going to be sorted out, this.
Mitch Rose,
to say
Anthony Johnson has got away from each other.
That's quite right. Just got away from each other. Johnson trying to explain to Elliott. Craig Elliott just stayed on his ground. John McDonough now getting involved. Referee just a little more than that, and the referee just watching, taking himself away from it, just watching.
He's going to deal with Thewlis. Is it Thewlis and
Jordan Thewlis? So that's been dealt with. Jordan Thewlis has got a red card. It's just kicked off down on the sideline here.
So the linesman's done that because the referee didn't see it, did he? So.
You're not missing anything. They're still trying to organise this. Two benches both got involved in it. It's going to be eventually be a corner to Boston over the far side. It wouldn't surprise me if Johnson's now gone back into the stand. So there's a red card now for Morley, the assistant manager. I think Mitch Rose will probably get a red card as well here. And that's a red card.
Unbelievable. What on earth is kicking off here?
So, Morley and Rose being sent off. And Craig Elliott just stands there. And Johnson still. Anyway, it's a corner. After all this, as the benches just go on and on, and John McDonough and Craig Elliott just. So it looks like Roberts is here. So Roberts, the right back, is well being called to the referee. He gets a yellow card. So the referee took his time, decided what the punishment was for everybody. So now they can try and get on with the game. So after all that entertainment, it's now back to the game. And it's Andy Fowles with a corner. So 2 hands up in the air for Andy Fowles. Cross comes into the near post. Scott Garner can't get to that. 2-2 will get there first, but can't play it to Fanoch, and it'll be a Chester throw-in.
I'm afraid to say it, but well, it's the other manager today, but Anthony Johnson, the other Chester manager, is sent off with regularity. So
yeah,
Morley's copped it today.
Well, Johnson's just come down from the stand.
He came down,
so basically, why Johnson's come down to demonstrate that, and it just kicked off from there.
Well, Rose and Johnson came. So Rose came down, Johnson came in. Rose is the one who got sent off.
Yeah. Johnson didn't,
but the other manager did.
Yeah, absolutely. Paul Green's probably pointing that out as well. That,
at the end of all that, United have now got a one-man disadvantage, haven't they? And
yeah.
So
Another substitution for Chester. So Chester make their final change. Dudley coming in for Lacey.
That's a striker for a midfielder, really. So whether that's
so we know there's slight.
they may be thinking, maybe only 10 men now. Yes, can we go and win this? Let alone draw it. So
What's right down to 10 men.
Thewlis,
We've got 8 minutes left.
7. Thewlis was tangling with Kevin Roberts. What happened? I don't know. The referee didn't.
I didn't see it.
You could see the referee was following the ball, rightly so, because the attack was ongoing. But as soon as he came over to this assistant, he thought something was going to happen.
Yeah. So I didn't see it because I was watching Joe Rawlings go into the penalty area because it was a dangerous attack for Boston at that time. So I didn't actually see what happened. But anyway, Boston right down to 10 men for the last 8 minutes of this game. So it's a shame because Boston United were kind of
They looked
likely to get the winner.
And now you think they'd be content with a point.
Yeah, exactly. Now you just don't want to concede now. So
just make sure you don't lose the game, don't you?
Yeah. So this will ground into Danny Elliott. Andy Farage does well just to pinch it, but it still falls to Chester. There's a tip into the penalty area. Scott Garner will clear that. Paul Green does brilliantly to head that wide, and then reads what's he's going to do, and then Batchley comes across. I
suppose if you're going to have a player sent off when you're 0-0, it's better to be one of your attacking players. You're not lost one of your centre halves or your left back, have you? You've still got your shape. You're not losing the game.
Yeah, exactly.
So whatever Thewlis has done, if he has struck out, then he's a very silly boy.
Yeah, exactly. It was just soon.
There didn't seem to be too much protest, did there? That was the
he kind of accepted what had gone on. He didn't moan about it too much.
The thing was, it took so long for the punishment to be dished out because the referee was keen to be seeing what was what else was kicking off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it just went from bad to worse, didn't it? That's a great tackle from Paul Green.
Joe Leasley does well again. Joe Leasley coming on for the Pilgrims now for the final 5 minutes. Can you give the Pilgrims show a little bit better balance on the left-hand side? I'm thinking either Thanodge or Green here. Probably Thanodge, it looks like he's just taking a kick, so I think that's the change that's going to happen now.
Yeah, I just think it's time to make a change and just defensively make sure you don't lose this game now. Jordan Burt screaming at his teammates until I'm ready with another word in putting that, but I obviously can't say that. So Tutul heads it into Joe Rollins. Joe Rollins spins inside. Penny play does brilliantly. Joe Rollins. Duxbury was in behind Johnson then. Duxbury just keeping possession. He's going to clip it into the corner. It's a throw in there. So substitution and Thanodge coming off. Measley will come on. So Measley on. Andy Thanodge off. Andy Thanodge has had a decent game.
He's done well, hasn't he? He's Duxbury, very unfortunate not to score, particularly that diving header. Second half, Louis Gray made a fantastic save to deny him.
I can't agree. Duxbury tried to put a cross in to nobody really. Duxbury will turn out. Boston just coming forward here. John Barr won't get on that. Leasley. Duxbury too straight. So Chester come forward looking for this goal, which nearly the team really probably deserves, I have to say. Boston possibly edging it second half, fairly even first half.
Both teams had really good chances first half, didn't they? Pilgrims have had a couple since half time, but both sides, would you say they'd almost settled for a point after about 70 minutes? It seemed that they didn't didn't necessarily wanted to make a mistake, did they, that was going to lead to a goal, and you just hope that Jordan Pulis' mistake in getting sent off.
Oh, Danny Elliott's found a bit of space. Oh, and he whistles wide. That was a chance. Danny Elliott with a great first touch. Left foot was his next touch to shot. And he whistled past the far post of Ross Fitzsimmons. It's the first time he's found space in the penalty area, and that was your chance for Chester to nick all 3 points. And you fancy him as well. His first touch was excellent to get it into that left foot, and the strike was equally as good, but his accuracy was just a yard wide.
Great turn, wasn't it?
Yeah,
great.
That was instant and touch and finish.
You just sensed inevitability about it, didn't you? But thankfully, from United's point of view, it didn't go in. And they've still got a sniff of getting all 3 points today. Although I'm sure they'd probably just take this 1 point at the moment.
Yeah. I just feel Chester are the ones that could go on and win this now. Man advantage. I can say, I think Craig Elliott would take a point right now. Fitzsimmons smashes it long. It was awkward. There was a little bit of indecision at the back there for Chester, but Roberts, the right back, sorts it all out. Hits it out of play for a Boston throw.
Yeah, the one-man disadvantage just holds United back, didn't it? Because you'd imagine at this point, with 2 or 3 minutes to go, 0-0 at home, you'd be really pushing on, wouldn't you? But the other one's just taking a little bit of time over things, thinking, let's not make sure we don't lose this.
Yeah, he's all solid now. You don't want to do anything silly in terms of his shape. Don't give Chester too many opportunities. I mean, that's the first time, like we said, Danny Elliott's had a chance in the penalty area. You don't want to give him another opportunity. And Joe Wines thought he could pinch that, and he really did as well. And Chester keep possession.
Just got to watch that ball in behind, because
Elliott's a couple of times has tried to go in behind, isn't he? And
Johnson down this side, Elliott playing on the shoulder with the 2 centre halves. It's they've certainly got some capable players going into these last couple of minutes. Just need to make sure we don't give them a sniff, because it's only going to take 1 goal now to win this game either way.
Yep. Until the last 5 minutes of this game. Good turn in midfield. And they're in behind. Oh, I think
referees initially said no to the foul, but
yeah, means actually giving it up. It's a free kick. Well, I thought Johnson comes running down from the stand again. It's going to be a free kick to Chester. 25 yards, at least 25 yards out, maybe 30 yards.
They're trying to get the big man on for the set piece, aren't they? Looks like wearing for Elliott, who's had a pretty good game.
Danny Elliott's going to come off. From number 15 for Chester.
George Waring, who actually scored on his corresponding fixture last season. And a minute after Jordan Pulis had given United the lead, he equalised with a pretty towering header past Peter Cook, from what I remember. So please, let's not see a repeat in this set piece.
So Chester with a dangerous free kick. Boston trying to hold a high line. Clipped into an area. Tom Platt actually headed that. It was a good defensive header from the substitute Tom Platt. But it's a call up.
Minute inside each time.
This would be a body blow, I have to say.
It really is. They've now got an extra man on an extra man with height. 15 boys going with him.
Ball comes in. Fitzsimons with a fantastic punch. Great goalkeeping. And Beasy. He's done very well, Glendon, there. Green just scoring up the green, just stopping and taking the free kick early.
Cheap free kick to give away, isn't it? You're on the back foot, and you're giving another chance to lob a ball into the box. You've got some height in there, Waring's on.
Yeah, so another free kick for Boston United to defend. 0-0, literally the last 2 minutes of injury time we're into. He's going to come in from Gleeson, and it goes again, and it's headed hopelessly wide. And it's still 0-0.
Brendan delivering. I think it was Grant potentially getting on the end of that. It went well wide, thankfully, and
never getting in trouble.
looks like they were 2 minutes over already. 4 minutes of being held up, so doesn't seem to have got the message across to get this board hoisted yet. But looks like 4 minutes, and we've played 2 of those, so we're nearly there for a 0-0.
Kick long from Fitzsimons. Straight out of play. Chester have a throw-in. Johnson going to put out 4 minutes, although I think we're already into
we're into the third of those 4.
So Chester bring it forward again from the Pilgrims. See these attacks out to get a well-earned point. And it's a very good Chester side. It's runners now in behind. Green heads it out for a throw-in. Roberts will throw it back into Glendon. It's good pressure. Now, can they be caught on the counter? Oh, Green, if he'd have towed it there. And it's now pushed back into Chester playing a nice little triangles and one-touch football. It's gone out wide. They've got players in the box as well here. If the delivery's good, he's going to shoot, is he? No. Oh, that's poor execution from the wide man for Chester.
Jackson cutting in onto the right foot. Does he shoot? Does he cross? Or didn't he really do either?
No, he didn't do either. And they have plenty of players in the box, Chester, as well. They flooded the Bosch United penalty area. So still 0-0. Birching. That is it. It's asked the referee if it's time. Hard-earned point for Bosch United, should we say. Ball goes long from Fitzsimons. Jordan Barrett moves the head up, but it's going to fall. To the substitute. It's going to be closed down by Tutor. Nutmegs. Green plays into the weak. Just checks back in. Still got the ball, Weeks. Tries to play a little threaded ball. Not going to get that. Scott Garner will see that out. It comes to Green. It comes to there. And it's ricocheted. And he's put it in there. And the linesman flag comes up.
For a second there, I didn't think that flag was going to go up. And that's full time.
And that's full time. 0-0 here between Boston United and Chester City. And it's an even contest during through the second half. Being sent off for an off-the-ball incident. Roberts, a right back for Chester. So 2 benches still going on about it. John McDonald and Craig Miller and Johnson.
They're renowned. I'm afraid we've got dragged down to their level today.
They're still going at it. I mean, it's ridiculous. You
never see Craig. When was the last time you saw Craig Elliott and his staff in a spat? They've done that spats. It's just typical of Chester, unfortunately. But a hard-earned point. 2 good sides going at it. Not a lot in it. Was 2 good sides. Got the goalkeeper's first half, and then Louis Gray made that save from the second half. And I think United would be content in them, especially in the last 15 minutes with 10 men. But some paperwork to clear up now. A few
anything to sort out.
You just think you've seen everything, and then it all kicks off, doesn't it? So
it's like I say, a hard-earned point. I thought up to the sending off, I thought Boston had edged the second half, and I thought they could have gone on and won it, but it wasn't meant to be. And during through this game sent off kind of really changed the dynamics of the game in the second half. And it was Chester really that probably were the team that would have maybe gone on to get the winner. So a hard-earned point, and I'm sure Craig will be a little bit frustrated with it because they played well in parts of that game. But yeah, so I just think Ali Johnson, the manager for Chester City, doesn't help matters sometimes when he comes off the bench. I understand and goes down into areas where it's just causing problems for him and everybody else. Really, and it's unnecessary.
Onwards and upwards, AFA Trophy next. So a little break from league action now.
What trophy on Monday night, isn't it?
Monday night at Evesham, yeah. I imagine there'll be a few of the subs probably get a game. It's a quick turnaround. Evesham obviously not played today, so.